Hello, Money Masters. Welcome back to Digital Money Mastery, your ultimate guide to dominating the digital asset game. I'm your host, Michael Jones, and if you're new here, smash that subscribe button right now. We're about to drop some game-changing intel that'll have you rethinking your portfolio before the week's out. Hold on to your wallets, folks. Today's episode is a total bombshell. Bitcoin, the undisputed king of crypto, just crashed below $90,000 amid a global risk-off frenzy triggered by Japan's economic jitters and looming U.S. inflation data. That's right, from a high of over $100K just weeks ago, BTC is teetering at $89,617 as I speak, down 27% since October. Is this the dip we've all been praying for, or the start of a brutal winter? And get this. While BTC bleeds, Ethereum's gearing up for a tokenized revolution with JPMorgan jumping on board, Solana's upgrade could make it the fastest blockchain alive, and XRP's ETF inflows just hit a record $990 million in this deep dive, our longest update yet. We're breaking down the hottest news, jaw-dropping predictions, and insider takes on Bitcoin plus the top 5 coins shaking the market: Ethereum, Tether, BNB, Solana, and XRP. We'll cover price action, regulatory bombshells, tech upgrades, and my bold calls on where these beasts are headed by year's end. If you're holding, trading, or just hodling through the storm, this is your roadmap to mastery. Quick shout out to our community. Over 50K subscribers strong. Drop a comment below. BTC to 140K or bust. Let's dive in. But first, if you love real-time alpha like this, hit like and turn on notifications. Your gains depend on it. Swipe transition to animated coin list graphic, upbeat sting, full-screen comments prompt. Let's kick off with the big daddy, Bitcoin. As of this very moment on December 17, 2025, BTC is trading at $89,677. That's a sneaky 0.6% dip in the last 24 hours, pushing it below that psychological 90K barrier for the first time in weeks. Why the drama? Blame it on a weak risk appetite. Investors are spooked by Sunday's low of 88K and fresh economic uncertainty from Japan spilling over into crypto. Add in forced liquidations wiping out billions, and you've got BTC struggling to claw back from a 2-week low. But here's the hook that should have you glued. Despite the pain, trading volume is spiking near 93K resistance. Is this the setup for a massive rebound? Binance reports BTC bounced between $87,577 and $90,130 overnight, closing down just 0.20% at 89,880 sucks. And the SEC just dropped a new guide on crypto custody. Could this greenlight more institutional inflows? On the flip side, tech giants like MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor is sounding alarms, warning of volatility as Bitcoin's 4-year cycles evolve. Now, predictions. This is where it gets juicy. Short term? Watch key levels. Support at 88K, resistance at 93K. But zoom out, experts like those at CoinDCX see BTC rallying to 100K, 150K by end 2025. Fueled by ETF inflows and regulatory wins. Standard Chartered slashed theirs to 100K, but a bold analyst says 140K in the next 180 days if cycles hold. My take? This dip is your entry. HODL for the halving echo and watch it moon past 120K by Q1 2026. What level are you buying at? Comment below. 10's countdown timer with comments spotlight, then quick slide transition to Ethereum graphic. Moving to number 2, Ethereum. The backbone of DeFi and NFTs, sitting pretty at a 3,100 plus in market cap beast. Latest buzz? ETH just powered back above its 20-day simple moving average at 3,085. That's short-term bullish fire, folks. Buyers are defending support like champs, eyeing resistance next. But the real headline: Wall Street's going full crypto. JPMorgan just launched its first tokenized money market fund on Ethereum, the On-Chain Net Yield Fund, starting with $100 million. That's $4 trillion in bank assets dipping toes into on-chain waters. Imagine the yield and the adoption surge. More wins. The METH protocol's buffer pool upgrade means faster ETH redemptions and yield deployment. Perfect for stakers chasing those APYs. Reddit's buzzing too. ETH-BTC ratio holding strong above its 200-day MA, signaling alt-season vibes. Downside? Short-term bearish trend with oversold bounces, but institutional buys are stacking up. Predictions time. Changelly sees ETH hitting $3,205 by tomorrow, up 2.92%. By end December, $3,500, $3,800 on ETF momentum and the DEC 2025 upgrade. CoinCodex agrees. 7.4% pump to $3,342 by week's end. I'm bullish. ETH could eclipse 4Ks in 2026 if tokenization explodes. Staking yet? It's your edge. On-screen poll widget with animated taps showing ETH to 4K, yes-no transition. Stable as a rock, or is it? Tether, the $1 peg king with billions in circulation, is making waves off the blockchain today. Breaking. The Agnelli family, those billionaire Juventus owners, just slammed the door on Tether's $1.1 billion 1.3B takeover bid for the club. Shares skyrocketed 12% to 1.09B valuation post-rejection. Talk about a plot twist. Is this a blow to Tether's sports sponsorship dreams or just savvy negotiation? Reuters calls it a rejection of crypto's big swing into soccer. Beyond the bid drama, USDT's holding firm amid market chaos, your safe harbor when BTC wobbles. No major redemptions reported, and liquidity's flowing strong for traders. But whispers of regulatory scrutiny linger. Will this Juventus snub spotlight Tether's reserves? Predictions? As a stablecoin, it's glued to $1. Binance forecasts tiny fluctuations. $1,001 today, up to $1,009 by week's end. Long term? Wallet investor sees it rock solid at parity through 2025, maybe dipping to 0.99 in volatility spikes. BitScreener's optimistic, peak 1.05 if adoption surges. Pro tip, use USDT for quick exits in dips. It's your portfolio's airbag. Thoughts on Tether's next move? Tether couldn't buy a soccer team, but it can still buy your dips. Laugh. Next up, BNB, the utility token powering the Binance empire, clocking in at $889.90, down a hair 0.34% today, but shrugging off the broader bleed. News alert, it briefly topped $890 earlier, narrowing losses to 0.57%. Volumes surging 51%, but BNB's lagging the market's 2.5% pop. Why? Post-FOMC jitters and inflation watch, but Binance's ecosystem is resilient. Hot take. BNB chain's deflationary burns could supercharge value as adoption grows. Economic Times pegs it at Rs 87.96, $960 USD equivalent, steady amid the storm. Forecasts, Changelly eyes 676 max by month end. Wait, that's conservative. Currents higher. CoinCodex, 5.93% to $891 by DEC 28. Binance own model, 885s by week's end, climbing to 900 plus in 2026 on burns. Digital coin price, $860 by December close. I'm calling $950 EOY. Stake it for fees and watch the magic. Transition from Binance to blazing speed, Solana's next. Solana, the speed king at number 5, or number 7, depending on the cap snapshot, is revving at 131.11, flat but poised for liftoff. Massive news. Jump Crypto's Firedancer validator client just went live on mainnet, slashing single client risks and turbocharging throughput. And JPMorgan, they issued 50 mighty orders in on-chain debt via Solana for Galaxy Digital. Coinbase and Franklin Templeton snapped it up. Traditional finance on SOL, game over for slow chains. More fuel, Alpenglow upgrade incoming. Buy before it hits. Binance Square projects SOL as 2025's most used blockchain, with TVL dipping 20% in Novi but rebounding. ETF buzz could push to $150. Preds, Changelly, $140 max December. CoinDCX, 45% to $200 EOY on adoption. CoinCodex, $133.84 soon. My bet, $180 by spring. DeFi's Ferrari is flooring it. XRP, Ripple's cross-border warrior, stuck at 2.0 after failing to crack it for the third time. High volume screams seller pressure, But silver lining, ETF inflows smashed 990 memolars in 30 days. Daily positives keep pouring in. BOJ uncertainty? XRP's up 0.91% anyway, cushioned by those funds. Expert vibe. This ain't the top, it's digestion before a 3 to 6 month run. Solana bridge rumors? Liquidity signals everywhere. Targets. Changelly. 2.02 tomorrow, dipping to 199 midweek. ChatGPT. 2.02 EOD, analysts eye 285, $3 by December, more hope than fact, but inflows say yes. XRP to $5 in 2026, bank the dips. What a roller coaster. From Bitcoin's 90K heartbreak to Solana's upgrade fireworks and XRP's inflow avalanche, the crypto world's on fire. Key takeaway. Dips like these are where legends are made. Stack sats, stake smart, and stay ahead. My final mastery tip: diversify across these top players, but always DYOR. What's your boldest prediction for 2026? Drop it in the comments. Best one gets a shout out next vid. If this breakdown lit a fire under your trades, like, share, and subscribe to Digital Money Mastery for weekly deep dives. Bell on for alerts. Your next 10x starts here. Thanks for mastering with me. See you in the next update. Peace, profits, and power to the people.